In this video today, I just want to talk about something that is really important when it comes to becoming, regardless of how you look, regardless of if you have makeup on, regardless of if you're wearing sport clothes, regardless if it's morning, evening, afternoon, all that stuff doesn't matter. If you hone into this one thing that I'm going to talk about, which will allow you to become truly your most attractive and energetically your most magnetic self. So before we get into that video, thank you guys for being here. My name is, of course, Bianca. This is Conscious Creation with me. We talk everything on my channel, law of assumption, law of attraction, as well as spiritual laws. And I am a manifestation coach. If you do want any help from me, my email is here below. All of my packages have now been updated. I will be adding by the end of the week a new texting package because it's something that has been developing over the last couple of weeks. And I just worked with somebody very briefly who mentioned that I should absolutely hone in on my coaching. So that's something I'm going to be doing this week. So just make sure you're posted if you want to work with me. 21-day challenge is there, email coaching is there, as well as my self-concept ebook, as well as a self-concept course. So all of that information is below. So what is the one thing that we want to focus on when we are manifesting? And that is obviously 101 manifesting is we become the person who has the desire, right? That's obvious. And anything and everything that we believe about ourselves, our inner talk, our inner self-worth, our inner certainty is what is going to refract out and reflect back out into our 3D or the illusionary world, or our world which is in the physical plane, right? So the one thing that we really want to focus on, or the one thing that I've really noticed about successful people just in general in life, is that they have this inner unwavering feel about them. They are so focused on their goals. They are so focused on filling their days doing greater, being better, doing awesome stuff, that they have this inner certainty about them. And that is such an attractive and magnetic quality. We were talking about this yesterday with my SP about, if you're a whole person, you generally attract people on the same wavelength. And it's very interesting. Some people think that this is like self-love, self-worth. It's very egotistical, it's very arrogant. And while that might be your belief or said person's belief, it truly comes down to what you believe about yourself. And really, the one thing that self-certainty brings when you do these practices of knowing this thing is mine, this path is mine, I am so certain in what I want that I'm going to continue doing the inner practices, the techniques, the inner work to become this person. So a person that is certain about their manifestation, their life, their SP, their money, their car, their whatever, is really somebody that doesn't waver and is not vulnerable to people maybe saying differently to their, if an SP is out there and they're maybe dating somebody or with a third party, or they're not responding to your text message, you don't waver from yourself, right? You don't get excited. It's almost like you remain totally calm to the situation and faithful, as the big NG said, faithful to your desire. You just chill. You're just like, oh, I'm watching this unfold. And as it's unfolding is perfect. I didn't know that the universe is going to show me this. I didn't know that that person would do that over there because I don't need to know. I don't need to know. I don't need to know when. I don't need to know how. All I need to know is that I'm cool. I'm certain. I'm chill. Have you ever seen celebrities, okay, not all celebrities, but generally people who have this swag about them? They're just like, yeah, man, this is so totally fine. That's really attractive, and that's what we want to become. So how do we do this? Well, as I said previously, we do the inner practices. Affirmations are an amazing practice, and affirmations are almost like a hum in the back of your mind. I deserve everything in my reality. I am whoever I say I am. Everything is possible to me. This feels so easy to me. My SP, or manifesting my SP, is just like breathing. Creating a YouTube channel is now who I am. I love being a content creator. So things like I am, obviously, I deserve, I feel, and I embody this feeling of who I am, with all my quirks, with all my funny parts, with all my love, right? That is who I am, and I stand by that, and if I don't like who I am, for example, because there is this quote, please don't quote me on this, But if we were doing exactly perfectly in this moment, right, then well, you can't get the change if you're not the change. And that was from Gandhi or something. Be the change you wish to see in the world, right? That relates exactly to who we want to be, right? So if we were getting everything that we want, then we would be cool and we would be chill, right? We'd be looking from the mountain just like, oh yeah, this is nice, right? But obviously there is something in our life that we've been brought to the manifestation realm. We're now here. We're now, excited about changing ourselves and becoming a better person. So we improve our inner talk. We maybe do a little bit of scripting. We maybe, listen to music. We maybe go out and, go to gym. We maybe get out of our bed if we're feeling a little bit sad and tired, and maybe meet a friend and just continuously chip away at becoming the version of self, because it's all about our belief system and creating that inner certainty. Because nobody on the outside, as a manifester, as a master manifester, nobody on the outside can tell you what you deserve, what you already own, what is already yours, which is everything, right? As I said in my previous video, one of my previous videos, everything is possible in my reality. Everything is possible in my reality. And that feels so good. And I am embodying that state of inner certainty and inner confidence and inner swag and inner coolness right now. And nothing on the external will ever be able to shift this feeling state, right? And that feels really good. So this is what I notice just in general. Really successful people who are able to embody this state. And that's what I want you guys to get to manifest truly anything. And I know in my own life when I do this now, and that's not to hopefully blow my own horn. It's definitely been a practice for me, but just allowing that inner state to remain as much as I can dominant. And that doesn't also mean that, my 3D reality sometimes doesn't suck, but I'm able to move back to that dominant state of being certain that this is all unfolding perfectly. So I urge you to practice this. I urge you to start to bring this into your life and watch the manifestations really unfold. That's the one thing that, I was able to learn from this process. Once I got into that state and was dominant in that, everything just unfolded easily, much more easily than, latching onto things and attaching myself to outcomes. Just be chill and be cool and be certain, because that's what it is. That's when you get your manifestation. That's what's going to be the normal for you. It's almost going to be ordinary contentment, and low-key could be also boring. So get used to that right now. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate every single one of you. If you'd love to join my membership, we do the affirmation saturation sessions. There are new meditations that just have come out there as well. And of course, if you are interested in any coaching with me, make sure you check the description below. And of course, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.